So, machen das mal so.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today? Also, how come you look so happy to see us? What have you done?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Okay.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever?
Ne, wer weiß. Ja, die macht das schon irgendwie.
Wait,
Warum
no,
auch immer.
that's not the unusual part. We're in Lille. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
Gut, die hat ja auch die Teleportschreine, ne?
Even I have a private life, you know.
Echt? Hast du?
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Super.
Fair
Na,
enough.
immerhin unterscheidet
Even
sie
though
ja
we
nicht,
see
ne?
each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy.
Tja, ein unerwartetes Wiedersehen. Mhm.
Wait, are you saying? Oh, Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the Shrine Maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find her.
Oh Mann.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
Ach Quatsch, alles gut hier.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to us?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner. It seems to be related to investigating the chasm.
Die große Kluft. Aha.
Really? Does this mean the chasm's not sealed off anymore?
Die war blockiert. Ah, gut. Ah, schon wieder gut
I will leave the
aufgepasst.
requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Yue, and he should be at the chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Ja, genau.
Very
Dann,
well.
sofort machen wir das.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. This time you are truly bound for the abyss. Good luck to you both.
Was soll das heißen? Wir sind auf dem Weg zum Abgrund. Im Abgrund widerhallendes Requiem. Ja gut, da machen wir gleich weiter. So, ihr Lieben. Hier geht's weiter. Ich habe es euch in der letzten Folge versprochen. Ich muss das jetzt so gerade annehmen, weil ja die gute Catherine direkt wieder wegen einem neuen Update gesprochen hat. Und das wollte ich euch einfach mitnehmen, weil da geht es gleich auch noch weiter. Wir machen aber, wie versprochen, erstmal die Quest von der guten Shogun Raiden, also von der Baal, fertig. Ja, Miko. Ja, Miko, bist du hier? Hallo. Hallo. Hey, du da.
I
Über den
wasn't
Tempel
expecting to
geschrien.
receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime.
Ja, siehst du mal.
So I suppose you're here just to visit me?
Gibt etwas, das ich gerne mit dir besprechen will? Ja, natürlich bin ich hier, um mich mit dir zu treffen.
What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your tongue.
Das stimmt gar
You
nicht.
came because you need my help, didn't you?
Ja, du kannst mir helfen, mit dir zu reden.
Still, your answer has put me in a good mood.
Na, immerhin.
So tell me, what is the matter?
Also.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wilder.
Okay, Paimon fährt natürlich gleich mal hier voll auf.
Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that something might be wrong with her.
Und sie ist auch verpflichtet, Entscheidungen über die Angelegenheiten der Tenryou-Verwaltung zu treffen. Ja, genau. Die Arme.
All right. There's little purpose in keeping anything hidden from you anyway. Since the battle, the Shogun has been greatly troubled and her temperament has changed drastically.
What?
Eine große Veränderung des Temperaments? What?
Her power was already on the decline. Then you dealt her that fateful strike.
Ah ja, jetzt bin ich's wieder,
The
ne?
defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novels when I went to see her. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to console herself with, she was so angry she quite simply lost it. crying and ranting and raving. Oh, I could hardly bear to see her that way.
Die ist scheinbar mental nicht gerade die stärkste, oder?
You expect us to believe that a god would throw a temper tantrum over something like that?
Naja, könnte gut sein, ne?
Before you get too indignant, consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being?
You're saying she's fine, right?
Keine Ahnung, ich weiß nicht, was sie
I
gerade von
don't
uns
know
will.
the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. So there is no reason to disturb her. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered somewhat.
Umso mehr ein Grund, sie zu besuchen, weil sie langweilt sich doch bestimmt, oder?
I am the only one in all of Inazuma who can visit her while she is resting. But tell me, why should this concern me? Why should I do this for you, when I already have everything one could ever want, and have seen everything one could ever wish to see?
Für die Menschen von Inazuma? Ach, da hat sie eh kein Interesse dran. Für Ei.
I like that answer.
Oder?
Here is the pass permit. Show it to the Okuzumeshu at the gate, and he will let you in.
Cool.
Thanks, Miko.
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest, please stay true to your word. Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me after you have finished with it.
Ja, mal gucken, wann ich damit fertig bin. Na gut, wir haben einen Passierschein A38 gewonnen, Entschuldigung. Dann dürfen wir jetzt ja da hin teleportieren.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit from
Ne, ich
Miko.
wollte gerade sagen.
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her pass permit to another person. Not even esteemed travelers like yourselves.
Ja, aber ich hab einen.
Guji is only authorized to hold that pass permit because of the trust that the almighty Shogun places in her, and her alone. Wait, this is authentic.
Sollen wir bei Gucci nachfragen?
Understood. Then as the Shogun has ordered, I must not stand in your way. Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Ja, komm, Takeshi, beschützt du mal dein Castle und wir gehen da jetzt rein, babbeln mit der. Okay, na immerhin.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
Ja, immerhin sitzt nicht in der Ecke und heult, ne? Das ist ja auch schon mal was. Na, Shogun?
How did you get in?
Hallo?
Trespassers are to be eliminated at once.
Wait, no, it's us! Why are you treating us like we're your enemies? We made amends, didn't we? Also, we got in by totally legitimate means!
Mhm.
Denied. Use of force has been forbidden.
Was?
Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solitude.
Roten? Was ist denn mit dir, Mann?
That
Rede
is
doch
of no
mal.
concern. This is my recuperation state.
Mhm, das ist da oben.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
Die Puppe muss sich auch erholen.
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant to the one within. If she wishes to rest, I must follow her will.
Mhm.
Paimon gets it, so this is all A's doing. But why? Surely you going about your business doesn't interfere with the plane of Euthymia.
Eigentlich nicht,
She's
ja.
got plenty of space in there. Seems like it would be the perfect place for rest and relaxation.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this.
Aber alle machen sich Sorgen um den Shogun. Alle wollen dich sehen.
I cannot. In my current state, even if I went out, I could do nothing.
Warum nicht? Du bist wertvoll für
I am
die
currently unwilling
Bevölkerung.
to deal with any business. I am also incapable of it.
What do you mean by that?
It has been forbidden. Please refrain from making me talk any further.
Aber was sind denn alles verbotene Sachen?
What should we do? It feels like this conversation is going nowhere.
Ist sie kaputt? Ne, ist sie krank?
Ah, it's you two. It's been a while. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me.
Okay, also die Puppe ist beschäftigt. Ja, sie ist auf einmal viel netter.
That was terrifying. Would it be so hard to give us a little warning first?
It's not your first time. I don't see what there is to be so alarmed about.
Sie ist glücklicher, fröhlich.
So, is the Shogun broken? Are you gonna get it fixed, or...?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just temporarily disabled many of her functions. Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting.
Okay, darum sagt sie immer verboten.
As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity. And thinking takes time.
Okay, und da können wir dir helfen,
But the
eventuell.
Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't allow her to make any mistakes while I am working things out.
Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Sind so, so sabbern irgendwo in die Ecke.
No, she was not created to ever be turned off. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such changes would not be conducive to eternity.
Genauso hart zu sich selbst wie zu allen anderen.
That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against unforeseen circumstances. For now,
Okay.
while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions, rather than attempt to modify her rules.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. The thunderstorm's getting out of control because some of the Shogun's functions have been disabled.
The thunderstorm is getting out of control? This is the first I've heard of it.
Ja, musst du mal rauskommen hier aus deinem Käfig, ne?
Okay, well, let us bring you up to speed.
Genau, erzähl mal alles, Paimon.
I see. So the thunderstorm is drawing closer.
You can fix it, right?
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun should fix it.
Dann ist das ja alles kein Problem. Das ist doch super. Was für eine gelassene Aussage.
Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start tweaking things.
Ja, das stimmt wohl.
Yes, that's it.
Der Blick
I'm
vom
not making
Reisenden.
excuses. It's the truth.
It's fine, just as long as you can fix it is all.
Und du bist, bist du in deinem Denken über die Ewigkeit schon weitergekommen?
Not much. As before, I can see the way forward, yet there are still contradictions.
Gut, das wirst du auch nie ausräumen können, ne?
But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just for the sake of having reached one, would be a confusion of priorities.
Komm mit, ich brauche bessere Stimmung. Wie wär's mit einem Spaziergang?
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, it'll put all the speculation and rumors out there to rest. And who knows? A change of scenery might put you in a different mood and give you some fresh inspiration.
Ja, zum Beispiel.
You mean, leave the plane of Euthymia?
Du warst lange nicht mehr draußen, oder?
It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But since you're inviting me, a change of pace might well be nice.
Ja, oder? Sehe ich auch so.
All right then. I'll come out for a while. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of rigid titles.
Mhm. Na gut, Ei.
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you? Can consciousness actually leave this place?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself to imprisonment voluntarily.
Okay. Es wird interessant.
Then there's nothing to worry about. Allow us to be your tour guides.
Tour guides? What's a tour guide?
Wie, du weißt nicht, was ein Tourguide ist.
Someone to show you around the Inazuma of today and give you tips on where to eat and how to have fun. All right, let's go.
Eben, let's go, go, go! Yeah, man! Auf geht's! Wo ist sie denn jetzt? 210 Meter nach da unten. Dann machen wir einmal hier kurz das Reisi, ne? Ach ja. Jetzt gucken. Alter Schwede. Na dann, vielleicht aktivieren wir den Laden endlich mal. Oh, das wäre geil. Oh.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I remember it.
Mhm. Schon sehr lange nicht mehr draußen, oder, meine Hübsche?
The stores have changed, and so have the vendors. Well, that's to be expected.
Nee, definitiv nicht. Guck mal, wie sie guckt, da können wir dich auch neu einkleiden.
It's
Ah,
the
perfekt.
Shogun!
What is the almighty Shogun doing here?
Isn't the Shogun sick? This is quite sudden.
I appear to have frightened the people.
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Ich habe nicht mit einer so großen Reaktion gerechnet. Macht der Shogun nicht normalerweise hier seine Runden?
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no need for her to come here just to pass the time or to relax.
Ja, da ist der Fehler, ne?
So, what do we do now? Should we go away for a while and make a more low-profile return later?
Komm, jetzt bist du eh schon draußen. Das haben die Leute eh schon gesehen.
It's not like I'm here to cause trouble. Let's just relax.
Richtig. Also, ist doch eh jetzt
It was
Bums.
more the ordinary people that Paimon was worried about. Never mind. This definitely seems like your style, eh?
Richtig.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you saying you don't have any Mora either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either?
Oh, hier. Hey. Ich glaube, das ist so ein Aschenproblem.
Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
Ach, ja.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
Müssen wir wohl mal hingehen, ne? Ja, Tomoki. Jetzt hast du wohl ein Problem. Badababam. Bam, bam. Ach, der arme Kerl.
Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. I'm just here to look around. I'm having a change of pace today. Could you tell me about the items you're selling?
Genau, erzähl mal ein bisschen
Of
was.
course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk and so on.
Okay. Interessant.
Milk? Sounds kind of the odd one out.
It might sound odd, but it is in fact my specialty.
Das ist nämlich so seltsam.
You
Okay,
see,
je nachdem, von
many of the
welchem Tier
stores
es
in town
gezapft
are
wurde.
already very well established. I couldn't compete with them no matter what I sell. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience.
Interessant auf jeden
For
Fall.
example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've
Interessant.
never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be shaken by dango and milk?
Das ist die große Frage.
Why do I feel like she's different than I expected? Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango, so they gave some to me. But there were more than I had
Interessant,
use
ne?
for. My milk wasn't
Eine
selling
komplett
well at
andere
that time
Persönlichkeit
either.
als das, was sie
Both
erschaffen
dango
hat.
and milk have a short shelf life. So I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose. To my surprise, in the right proportion, it tasted superb.
A chance combination. Interesting. May I try this drink?
The almighty Shogun wants to try? Well, certainly. And you two should try it too.
Okay, wir trinken die Kloßmilch.
Nice. It's sweet. The sensation is not so different from eating a dessert. A unique beverage indeed.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also feels like eating food.
Ja, wie bei Müsli.
It's a little bit like porridge? But the resemblance is only superficial. Anyway, I like it.
I'm very glad you approve.
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk must sell exceptionally well, no?
Well, I won't lie to you. Sales are very average.
Huh? So it's selling slowly? Why is that?
Uiuiui.
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's an unusual combination. Even though everyone who's tried it before rates it highly.
Das Problem ist leider du, Ei.
I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes. Please, don't take it the wrong way.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed. I'll just have the Yashiro Commission order a few hundred cups and go door to door delivering them.
No, almighty Shogun. That's too much.
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would be a shame for them to miss out on dango milk.
Du magst also Süßes?
Of course. I've heard that most humans like desserts, so it's not unusual that I should enjoy them too. Miko agrees with me on this. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. Much more enjoyable than meditating alone all the time.
Manchmal sollte man halt eben unter die Menschen treten, ne? Ach, Ei. Ist es jetzt nicht auch schlecht, wenn sie hier in den Markt eingreift?
By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House to sell some sort of light novels. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place for myself. Can you take me there?
Ja klar, auf geht's.
Sure, let's go and have a look.
Runter sollen wir, na dann. Ui. Hallo, geht mal aus dem Weg. Verlagshaus ist doch hier.
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the Eye Publishing House? Do you have instructions for us?
No, not at all. Don't be so nervous. I'm just here to look around.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you here to look into the management? Or publishing regulations? Or fire safety measures?
Ja, ich glaube, sie hat Macht. Definitiv.
The almighty Shogun wishes to read light novels?
Ja, warum denn nicht? Darf sie nicht? Kuroda, willst du sagen, dass die Shogun etwas nicht darf?
Yes. Any recommendations?
The Yaoi publishing house's novels are mostly targeted at the general public, and the content is all kinds of strange. I'm not sure we have anything quite to the almighty Shogun's taste.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again. Relax. It's just words on a page, isn't it?
Echt?
What
Sie
could I
kann Worte
misunderstand,
verstehen?
really?
In principle, you're absolutely right. It's just...
Mach's nicht schlimmer, als es eh schon ist.
The Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Kein Grund, sich einzunässen. Alles gut.
Well... Okay then. Please proceed to the bookshelf over there. It has all the latest bestsellers.
Das geht doch,
There are
endlich.
some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable form. Don't take them too seriously. It's all just a bit of fun.
Okay. Let's go then.
Ja gut. Das ist ein Wahnsinnsroman. Aha, das ist natürlich der Buchtitel. Also Leute, wenn ihr mal einen Roman schreibt, ne, der Titel ist schon weg.
How can this be? Did I underestimate the caliber of this material? I know every individual word in these books' titles, so why is it that they make no sense to me in these particular combinations? Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat sunsettias to become stronger.
Ah, wo ist da jetzt das Problem?
It's so long.
Ja, mein Gott. Keiner will 2 Seiten lesen, wenn ich mir ein
Is
Buch
it true
kaufe,
that
ne?
hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunsettias? Well, surely it should be some sort of meat, at least.
Nee, da ist ja gerade der Clou drin, Ei. Genau da ist ja der Clou drin in diesem Buch.
It's just a narrative device.
Narrative device.
Ja. Wie es der Autor will.
So it's made up? What's the point of that? Without being grounded in reality, how can the story be believable?
Was wäre die Welt ohne Fantasie? Hey, was stellst du dir gerade vor?
Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So, does this author claim to be documenting hilly churl life from an outside perspective, perhaps?
Okay.
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now.
Ja, zu modig. Es ist etwas, das nicht in der Ewigkeit zu finden ist, ne? Kreativität, Einfallsreichtum, Interpretation.
How about we choose for you? We can pick out some novels that are easier to understand and give you the scoop.
All right, then. I believe myself to be relatively well-read, but with stories like these, I don't even know where to start. I have high hopes, though. This seems like Miko's style, so I'm sure the stories are very entertaining.
All right, leave it to us. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Genau, lass uns das mal machen.
This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against.
Oh, hier lies ein Liebesroman, hä? Vielleicht bringt dich das ja auf andere Stimmung. Der Titel des Buches lautet Das chaotische Drama oder die Geschichte meiner jugendlichen Liebe. Ja, das wird sein. Ist wahrscheinlich am Ende Shades of Grey oder sowas, keine Ahnung. In diesem Buch geht es um die Liebesgeschichte zwischen dem mittelmäßigen Helden und 7 schönen Mädchen. Oh ja, das hört sich gut an. Das Werk schildert den Alltag dieses Protagonisten in chronologischer Abfolge mit etlichen kleinen Momenten, die dich zum Schmunzeln bringen. Der schreibt, Der Schreibstil des Autors ist solide. Die Formulierungen fließen gut und der Charme der einzelnen Figuren wird perfekt dargestellt. Allerdings bricht die Geschichte in einem entscheidenden Moment ab, als die Jugendfreundin des Protagonisten im Begriff ist, seine Liebe zu erklären.
The suspense is killing Paimon!
Was meinst du?
Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character with all her heart since childhood.
Ich hoffe, sie wird glücklich sein. Ich hoffe, dass der Autor ihr Glück schenken wird. Nee, das da.
She has so much love to give.
Ja.
She deserves it.
Auf keinen Fall.
The plot is really gripping. But would A really understand this kind of mortal romance?
Warum nicht? Okay. Und von einem Abenteurer? Abenteuerroman? Der Titel des Buches lautet Wiedergeboren als Shogun Raiden mit unbegrenzter Macht. In diesem Buch geht es um den Protagonisten, der unter der Donner-Sakura vom Blitz getroffen wird und sich tatsächlich in Shogun Raiden verwandelt, als er seine Augen öffnet. Der ursprüngliche Protagonist wurde immer schikaniert und konnte nichts richtig machen, aber nachdem er Shogun Raiden wurde, hatte er unbegrenzte Kraft und Macht. Die Pointe der Geschichte ist wahrscheinlich dieses Gefühl der Erhabenheit und das allmähliche Wachstum und die Transformation des minderwertigen inneren Selbst. Aber nachdem er Shogun Raiden geworden ist, wie wird sich der Rest der Geschichte
With a
entfalten?
premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda was nervous about letting A look around. Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the author in trouble.
Aber es zerdirbt nicht den Ruf der Shogun. Ich halte es für erfrischend und innovativ.
Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of stuff this Paimon would never do, Paimon would feel really uncomfortable.
Ja, zum Beispiel Essen ablehnen. Oh! Okay, wir gucken mal hier den Kampfkunstroman. Der Titel des Buches lautet Das Leben hat mich zum Kämpfer gemacht, obwohl ich nur Schriftsteller sein wollte. Das Buch ist ein Kampfkunstroman, der in Lyra spielt und sich auf die offene und dunkle Rivalitäten zwischen den Banden konzentriert. Der Protagonist hat den Ehrgeiz, ein gewöhnlicher Autor von kurzen Erzählungen zu werden, der gegen niemanden kämpfen möchte, wird aber wegen seines einzigartigen Kampfsporttalents in eine Rivalität hineingezogen. Das Verkaufsargument der Geschichte ist, dass der Protagonist nie einer Seite beitritt, aber immer für einen Geheimmeister eine Seite gehalten wird. Die verschiedenen Kämpfer, die den Protagonisten als imaginäre Feinde sehen, bringen immer wieder alles durcheinander, während der Protagonist mittendrin ist, aber nie seine ursprüngliche Absicht, Romanautor zu werden, aus den Augen verliert.
What a strange person. Why would someone want to be a novelist that badly?
Ja, weil er sein will, Paimon. Ist ja auch nichts mehr Verwerfliches
Someone
dran.
like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world.
Aber was zählt, ist hier der Prozess, ne? Der Wille der Hauptfigur ist sehr wertvoll.
You do have a point. And a character so determined to follow their ambition is likely to appeal to A, right?
Ja.
That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
Okay, empfiehl A dein Buch und stell es vor. Hey A!
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Die Geschichte von alltäglicher Liebe teilen. Oh yeah.
Why are there 7 people all striving to have a relationship with a single male protagonist? Is this some sort of narrative device too?
Ja, warum denn nicht?
Not really. It's a pretty normal story. You know, where the guy can only choose one girl in the end.
Ja, eventuell, ne? Oder nehmt alle 7.
I see. Yes, this is an important relationship, so he must choose wisely. But the decision-making process is a source of agony and conflict. So, could the author not simply add a narrative device whereby the main character could accept the feelings of all 7 admirers at once? Yes,
Ja, natürlich.
that would solve it.
That would be the most boring love story ever!
Love. Narrative devices are truly mysterious things.
So what do you think of Yai Publishing House's light novels, eh? Do you like the stories we picked?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content itself, but what they represent in terms of the effects of time upon Inazuma.
Das ist ja auch schon mal etwas.
Back when I decided to isolate myself in the plane of Euthymia, there was no Yai Publishing House, and certainly no stories of this kind. In accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that, in theory, should remain entirely unchanged over time.
Aber vielleicht ist die Veränderung ja wirklich die Ewigkeit. Hast du daran schon mal gedacht?
But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed with time.
Richtig. Menschen suchen nämlich von Natur aus nach Veränderung. Vollständige Stille ist nicht möglich, dann wäre es kein Leben.
I disagree with your point of view. That's what I would say if we were still in the plane of Euthymia. But the truth is right here in front of my eyes, and I can't deny it.
And that's exactly why we brought you out, to take a look around and get some fresh ideas. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people are loving life in the present. That's gotta be a good thing, right?
Gutes Argument, Paimon.
Yes, you're right.
Unerwartet von dir.
I'm wary
Unsinn.
of any and all change. But I do not wish for my pursuit of eternity to stop human lives from changing for the better.
Ja, sie hat was gelernt.
Thank you
Immerhin.
for inviting me out. This trip has been quite eye-opening for me.
Ich bin kein Grund, so höflich zu sein. Ich bin nur auf eine gute Zeit aus.
This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, this trip has been quite an occasion.
Ja, müssen wir es öfter machen,
I've
mein
seen a
Gott.
lot, and it's made me think a lot. I really can't praise it highly enough. I hope I will remember it for a long time to come.
Also ein Erinnerungsbild?
Ooh, great idea! Ace had a wonderful time, and a photo is the best way to remember it.
Ja, ein Andenken
Take a
am
photo?
Andenken-Shop.
Once again, I'm faced with a combination of words that makes absolutely no sense to me.
Ja, weil du Ewigkeiten in deinen utopischen Gefilden warst, junge Frau.
Come with us. We'll find a scenic spot and show you what we mean.
So. Wir gehen mal nach oben und machen da mal ein hübsches kleines Picture von uns.
So, what are we supposed to be doing?
Hey, wir fangen jetzt seine Seele ein. Oh, Entschuldigung, nein, falsch.
You. Just leave the hard work to us. All you need to do is stand over there and strike a pose.
Oh yeah. Aber die Pose seht ihr hier auf YouTube erst in der nächsten Folge. Ich weiß, ich bin böse. Bis dahin, ciao, ciao.